Hi. This is very weird talking to you in the past right now. If you are watching this, that means that I have way too many things to do to get ready for my wedding, and I can't afford to be live on camera without showing you my chair all the time. So instead, I'm gonna try to see if I can do like I don't know if I want to call this like a let's play or anything, but this is what I'm gonna provide for anyone who's looking for some white noise in the background. I know it's not gonna be the same because I can't banter with everybody telling me how I'm making 9 mistakes a minute, but I think I'll be able to still have fun. Yeah, good morning, good evening, whatever time of the world it is for you right now. I really appreciate you wanting to give this a shot. I probably haven't watched anybody do a let's play in like 10 years. Like, I know that was like a massive thing in Minecraft, or like in like the Minecraft scene, and it probably still is for all I know, but I think like maybe I just knew it existed in the background, or I always saw thumbnails for it, but it was always like, oh, into the lava cave, episode 1203 point, or like part 2 or something, and it's like, I'm sorry, at least like give every single one of your episodes like a different name, and not like a catch, and not like an eye-catchy kind of a name, but like, you know, I don't know. What's a better example? What is in this VIP office? Also, sorry, we're also going to be playing Have a Nice Death today. That went way more tangential than I intended for it to, but basically, Battle, one of my lovely supporters, was wondering how Have a Nice Death was, and I figured, since I've got a little bit of time I've got like only like a tiny amount of time today. I got a little bit of time to stream today, or record. Since I've got some time for that, we might as well try to show off a little bit of this game that I am recommending that other people give a shot. But yeah, Have a Nice Death is a really, really good roguelike Metroidvania game that I think is worth a lot of people still playing. I don't know, I feel like after Spelunky and Isaac and Slay the Spire and maybe Gungeon being the last really big roguelike, I would count Dead Cells too, but I just forget about it. I don't know, it feels like so many games that have the potential to really grab people and engage people and want to like keep going and going and going for more just isn't the same as it used to be. And I think that's because roguelikes are changing more than anything. Take it or leave it. I don't even know what that item is. I forgot what so many of these things are. Okay, one thing that I will say that I have it, like, this is a very early criticism, but not a very severe one for Have a Nice Death. The way that they name things is so obscure and so nonsensical to me that I have to constantly look up what the translation for everything is. It's never like attack, magic damage. Like, the way that Skull breaks it down is so cohesive and so clean. And then you have this, where your weapon isn't called like your special abilities aren't called special abilities or items or utilities, which would very much just click in my brain quickly as like, oh, this is a temporary item that we can use. Nope, they're called cloaks, I think. And I don't know, when I hear cloak, if anything, I would probably assume that it's more geared towards movement or just shield, even probably more shield than anything. And so like it's that, and I know there's a few other terms. Like, once we look at the upgrades, which the upgrades are quite fun in this, I will say, it feels more like they're not buffs like in Isaac where you just get a stat up usually, or at least in the way that they display it. It feels more like the way that Enter the Gungeon or RoboQuest provides your upgrades, where, like, okay, so here we have, like, our 3 trees. I think the red one tends to be, like, melee-based damage. The green one tends to be magic-based damage. And the middle one is more utilities, I would say. And it also just shows you the colors, like gray, green, purple, and orange in rarity, increasing in that succession. So here we have our first examples of Fetch Pit Book. Great ability, great looking ability, because it's legendary at the very least, so that catches my eye. it has the ability Termination and Sorrow. Those are already two terms right off the bat that neither of us have even remembered to mention in this game because there's so many of them. Here we have the Cloak, which the Cloak they explain as, yes, your alternative weapons. Why don't they just say alternative weapons? Because it's a game and they have their own style and they want to lean heavily into it, and that's okay. That's okay. I'm just not crazy about it. But what does this do? So the Cloak deals plus 15 bonus damage. So basically all of our weapons deal plus 15 bonus damage, which doesn't seem that great right now to me. Counter Parry deals bonus damage after being hit. I don't count on being hit. I will be, but I don't ever plan on it. And Termination triggers an effect upon killing an enemy. Sorrows your Weasley associates, your worst opponents. Wait. So here's where it doesn't make sense. I'm trying to understand this. Sorrow's Termination grants you 40% plus mana regen. So when your when our own minions kill somebody, we get plus 40% mana regen. Not even 40% mana. 40% mana regen. That's a lot of extra steps just to get more mana regen. So I'm going to at the very least refresh this one and see if we get something better. Infuse Frozen. Adds attack effect when attacking. Frozen slows enemies. Nice and neat. Let's just go with that. Because sometimes I'm not in the mood to do all of the number crunching that I tend to do in many other games. And I'm also definitely pressing Y like I'm playing Skull. Because that's my bread and butter of Metroidvanias. And so here's where we're going up, and you get to pick 3 areas. Vidim department, don't remember what that is. Mana department, I think that gives us spells. And equipment storage, that could be spells or weapons? Or cloaks, or... I don't know what those two things are. Like, that is one thing that I think is possibly a downfall about this game. There's so many different descriptions that if you know, every time or if, you know, like you're taking a break from this game for like a week or a month or even half a season, for crying out loud, you can take all the time you want. Every time you come back in, it's sometimes just nice to know that you're getting the raw stats and you know all of the information and you don't need to restudy what some of the terms are. And yes, I know you could say, Andy, just remember it. It's easy fix. But when you're playing many other games in between, that's not gonna happen to everybody, and I know I'm gonna hear people say it, but I know that I'm not the only one who's gonna be able to... Yeah, I'm not gonna be the only one who's gonna have a hard time remembering what some of these items are, and that's okay. But again, that's just why I sometimes feel a little bit bogged down once I get into it. But once you get the movement going and you start playing, it's clean. It's really clean. The movement, I should focus more on. The way that the character moves and fights and choreographs every attack, it's very, very satisfying. It's very, very... I don't want to say precise, but it's very... How would I describe it? It's very consistent, if anything. Like, you can't move on a dime as well as you can in Hollow Knight, where you're tracking every single way that you fall down onto the ground and where you land. It's still pretty neat, but it's not as, I don't know. Team Cherry just had that motion on a dime. And it's so crazy how games like Dead Cells, people try to compare Hollow Knight to in controls, for example, and I don't even see them in the same atmosphere. What is that? Union protection. Again, another term. Temporarily increases defense. Oh, okay, so that's like a temporary buff. Nifty, nifty, nifty. That's pretty neat. And then, if you can also see in the top left corner, I keep on pressing Y to interact with things, jeez. If you look in the top left corner, we have those one green dot and one blue dot. Those are healing charges. The blue ones, they will recover that gray health that we have that is, like, temporarily missing, kind of like rally damage in Bloodborne. And then the yellow ones will just heal straight up damage that has been missing from your health pool, which is a lot nicer. And I think if you tap left bumper, it recharges. Yeah, there we go, using the item again. If you tap the bumper, it uses a blue one. If you hold it, it uses a yellow one. I could be mistaken there. I will try that out soon and test it, but, you know, I'm too busy not taking that much damage, so I don't even need to worry about that. Protects you from the next damage I take, because I don't even do that. That's not even necessary, but I'll accept it anyways. Never ignore that, please. Please ignore that. That happened way faster than I wanted. We're getting a lot of drops. I think they might have increased the amount of item drops that characters have. That seems way higher than I remember. Normally it was like you maybe get one item a floor. Thanager's office. Okay, so this one will give us another item upgrade, which I would really like. I also keep on looking up at chat like I'm talking to chat, and I'm not doing that right now. It's just you and me, buddy. My pal. No one can get in the way of what we have right now. And then another quick little note. I don't know if people want to know all of this bonus information on how to better navigate through the game, but I guess since, like, I felt so overwhelmed by all of the terms and mechanics, the controls are pretty damn good, but not perfect. Or not just perfectly explained, I don't think. They're not consistent with the other games. Quantum Rift Locker. Careful, once open, the Thanagers and Sorrows from this department become stronger and more resistant. I assume this gives us something good. Piece of a medallion. Oh, it's like the triangle thing from Slay the Spire. The Triforce thing. Okay. So here's one of the best parts about the game. The boss fights are very, very well animated and just very fun to look at. On top of that, too, they are very, very well choreographed with all of their attacks. There's rarely ever a moment in a fight where I feel like I've been cheated. I think there's maybe like 2 or 3 homies that I really don't enjoy fighting. But it's just because they're so quick with their attacks, I don't even think they're cheating per se. But despite that, many, many good fights. Ugh. I get to drink water and you guys don't have to hear. Or I guess I don't have to hear all of the thirsty boy buttons. I'll miss them, but, you know. I also kind of won't for the day. Sinister Gears, aerial attacks deal bonus damage. And now this one comes with a caveat. We don't know what the caveat is. Rush gains cooldown. So you see, here's where it's annoying. Rush gains minus 25% cooldown. That automatically comes off to me as, you know what, that's the dash ability. Whatever. They still translate it to the dash on the side, and they could have just called it dash. And that's where I think this game annoys me. They needed every single action to have its own have a nice death-ism, and I don't know, that just annoys me. I know I'm supposed to be promoting this game, and I do encourage it, but I also think it's fair. One, it's fair to have opinion. It's fair to have my own opinions, but also I think it's totally fair to point out my issues with it, because if you can look past them, it is totally worth playing, and I'd rather do that than set other people up for frustrations that bogged me down from the start. Ceasefire, 2 seconds, don't know what ceasefire is. Gain plus 100 mana regen until the next spell sling. I don't know what spell sling is. Applies an effect while casting a spell. Okay. So I basically gain more mana regen if I don't use my abilities. That doesn't seem fun. That's incredibly counterintuitive, it feels. Minions deal plus 4 damage. Sea glue spit even bigger streams of oil. Let's do plus 4 damage. I like how you get to pick your punishment. I think that's also a very interesting way to progress your character forward. Or just, yeah, progress the run forward, because you're not just, you know, dealing with a penalty. You actually get to pick your poison in this. See, why didn't they say pick your poison for this game? Myriad of stars. Myriad is a great word. I might sell one of my abilities because I really don't care about the stabby thing. I do like the kunai. So let's can that. I'm also not super crazy how the A button is to select removing an item. That's a very dangerous button to misclick. But now we get another upgrade, which is super nifty. Gain bonus damage equivalent to the percentage of remaining AP, or HP. Deals plus 5 bonus damage. Wait. Termination deals plus 5 bonus damage, 3 maximum stacks for 6 seconds. So that'd be really good if we're trying to, like, speed through everything, and that could be very fun. Or we get... I don't want counter parry, ceasefire 2 seconds. You see, there's that garbage one again. I think if we just, like, chain everything, that could be really fun to layer everything over. Especially, too, I just get to clock through everything. Open it using a prismium. I don't have a prismium. What's a prismium? I still don't remember. Okay, be Proudfoot. Okay, so I can't remember which one's annoying. I think this dude is annoying. There's 2 floor 1 final bosses. So that middle boss we fought was like a... What's the word? An intermission boss? An intermittent boss. This is the first floor boss. Because we could have avoided the guy with the rope if we wanted. I also don't mind that there's dialogue with these characters, but it would be a lot more cherished by me if, you know, it wasn't just script. If it was voice acted, that would have made a really big difference. Did I just die? I was not paying attention. Jeez. Okay. So, first off, Brad hits really hard, and I was not healing, and that's on me. But that's a first solid run, and we can only go up from here, I imagine. I'm going to blame it on all of the really annoying abilities we got. That's going to help me sleep better. Oh, man, did you see what I just did there? I paused it. I got to walk away. You didn't have to look at my chair once. We just get right back into gaming. What a good life this is. That being said, I do very much miss all of the... I don't know, human errors that I have while streaming live. I've always wanted to get into, like, just recording myself and learning how to edit things. But at the same time, I do really enjoy streaming. Like, I know that's something that'll never fully drop. Let's do good deal. We can take some early damage, because we can even rebuff it right now. But we get money, which is super nice. The money is... It looks like Broken Vessel from Hollow Knight. Okay, let's do Sickles or Scythe. I could show you the typical Scythe, and we could appreciate that. Or we could do the up-close equivalent of, like, the Fist of Malphon. Malphon? I want to say Malfurion at first, but I know that's World of Warcraft. Yeah, definitely not that. Quantum Solulary. Gain a large amount of Solulary. Why couldn't they call it money? Or credits? Or just souls? Nope, they have to call it Solulary like it's a random cryptocurrency that you're trying to get all of your family members to invest in too. Which is, to be fair, quite a corporate concept, but when everything has a term, it's no longer cute. It's just bothersome. Another thing, I don't know if it's been registered by anyone watching, but when you move around with the attacks, you can do up attacks and down attacks like you're playing Super Smash Bros. Almost, and I really like that. It's honestly one of my favorite parts about this mechanic or the mechanics of this game. Termination triggers an effect upon killing an enemy. Termination leashes a wave of blood. I don't want to chain things like that. Retaliate launches crows. Effect triggered for every attack suffered. You see, I don't want something that makes me only benefit by taking damage. Let's do a green run, though, and see if we get a... I don't want that one. Let me... Wait, do I... Termination grants you 40 regen. But that's a Sorrows termination. I don't have any Sorrows right now. Unless... Oh, wait. So the... Oh, my God. That's why this is confusing. The Sorrows aren't my minions. The Sorrows are the... I think those are the bigger bosses that I fight. So they then grant me more mana regen over time. So if it's a stacking ability... That could be super good. But everything's so confusing. I can never keep up with the terms. Solulary Prismium Department. Yeah, let's do that. We might get a Prismium or money. At the very least, we could buy something solid at a shop, provided we find a shop. Who's the one big jar guy in this? I want to say his name is like... It's not Tom, but it's a very just plain name. So, you know, very corporate kind of name. Yeah, we're definitely getting more of these pickups too, which I'm super happy to see. I don't know if I said this earlier, but thank you to anybody who wanted to pop on by and say hello while I was doing my bike ride stream yesterday. Those are so nice to do, and it makes me feel a little bit like I can... Not that I can't ever get out and be a streamer, but sometimes it just... My brain feels overwhelmed from being able to do both things, and I'm always worried that I'm not playing games with everybody enough, and I'm not, you know, doing enough. Not that there's ever any parameter for me to meet, but I want to continue to connect with everybody, and I enjoy where the community is growing, and I'm very proud of all of that, and I love all of that. And when I have an urge to go outside, I'm really, really glad that I not only have the equipment to be outside and share that with everybody, but people have an interest for it as well. Dirty Dagger. Ooh, okay. Dirty Dagger for a dirty dog. Only money. No Prismium. That's unfortunate. What is this? But, Patrick, is that you? Why are you hiding here? Even if you've started coasting, we really are in trouble. Mr. C... Okay, there's way too many things to say. Like, this is, like, more extensive dialogue than I think a roguelike needs. Again, none of these things are preventing me from encouraging people getting this game. It's just the things that I'm very comfortable complaining about. Mana Department, this one should give us an ability. I don't know why it wouldn't. Okay, so you have this knife here. Patrick's Headband. A chic shock accessory to impress your friends. Okay. We go past the attack on Titan. I do like, too, I'm realizing I think maybe it's just some of the enemies, but they broadcast when they're about to hit you. Also, the Dirty Dagger does not seem to be dirty doing too much, especially since its cooldown's a little ludicrous. Yeah, it's just basically the exact same ability as my sickles, so we're definitely going to replace that. Anti-penalty neutralizes curses that come with a penalty. Oh, hell yeah. It's so funny that curses in this are what our upgrades are, because any other roguelike that you play that uses the term curse, that's a negative affecting talent or upgrade that you get. Ugh, why does every game need to call it something different? Just, like, there's a reason why... What's a really good example of a game that has just, like, neat terms? I don't think Binding of Isaac's a good example, because that's just more raw stats, which is also great. You've either got to be raw stats or just the most basic terms for me to know that I can power this game on for the first time in a minute and just run. I want to play. I don't want to relearn everything. I know I'm going down the same explanation as before, but it's still a very important point that I think a lot of game companies should maybe consider a little bit more, because there's so many roguelikes out there nowadays, and there's rarely ever any games that really last a long time, especially in, like, at the very least, the Twitch scene, where people are playing it over and over and over again and wanting to perfect it and get to those, like, hidden bosses. I think some of it just has to do with the fact that there's a very, very high bar of just knowledge, or of just, like, terms that you need to remember every single time, and that's just not the most ideal thing. When you play a roguelike, you're looking to get into the game right away. You're not looking to study up all of your terms again. I'm doing this fight very well, though. Good job, Andy. Other than that one hit, good job. That's me telling me when I watch this later. Good job, Andy. Okay, so the two blue charges definitely turn into one of the green ones. That's good to know. Side's charge attack deals bonus damage. I have a charge attack? The cloak gains minus 15% cooldown. Oh, pardon me. Okay, so those are all of my abilities. Everything has a lower cooldown. That might be handy, but it's not super appealing. I don't want to use a charge attack because we're so close. We're rarely going to ever land anything well, so we're actually going to take a blue ability. I know I'm hating on what most of the blue stuff is, but It's nifty. Okay, so Patrick does something with his knife, and I don't know what. But we have it. Ally star? Allay star? Hey, buddy. Place an arcane bomb, time bomb. I might pop that because we have good mana regen. And I can afford both of those things, so that's totally worth it. Okay, gain 100% mana regen. The cloak gains plus 100% cooldown. But wait, I have... It's my next curse that gets... Ooh. Maybe we go full bomb build? Or we could do... Oh, man, all of these are really tempting. I mean, green carpet seems the most impactful long term. But the discount at the control room could pay off once we get to one. Because he actually upgrades our attacks. I mean, we'd really have to be popping off our abilities. Can I look at what I have right now? I can't go back. Oh, no, I can. I mean, I can kind of look at what we have. So it's not going to let me look at my old ones. It only lets us look at these. So if we grab this, I'm going to assume it'll actually neutralize our next curse. Okay, so we can nullify one. Got it. Got it. Whew. You couldn't even tell? I just went downstairs, refilled my laundry. You want to know what that is? Acting. Market crash. Shop prices increase with each purchase. I mean, we can nullify both of these. Great. So we just get a free upgrade. We might as well grab this very, very big spell. Just so we have that also under our belt. Open and using Prismium. We can't do anything with that. What does this disco guy do again? You see, like, he might be explaining something that I need to acquire, but it's such a long conversation every time. I don't know if I can keep up with it. Because, like, you're playing a roguelike. You're just looking to run in, maybe get a 20, 30-minute run at best. Okay, now, 10-minute run at worst. 50-minute run at best. That's a good roguelike window, at least. You want to know you've invested a long amount of time. Because I think one of the best mechanics of a roguelike is true heartbreak when you fail. It's got to be a long enough investment. Okay, let's make sure we're using my ability. It's a very big explosion with very little payoff early on. It's not the most hoggy-poggy, I gotta say. But I can spam it very well, but I'm also getting clobbered. 1 second. Okay, not my best run. I'm so sorry. I keep getting distracted. My cat is trying to just run and scream right now, and I can't figure out what's wrong with her, so we're just gonna have to shut her out. And I have my office door closed. I don't like to close her off from it if she's, you know, looking to be social and come in and hang out a little bit, but she is just trying to scream at me from the doorway until I chase her. And she doesn't want to play. She wants me to sit down with her on a couch, and it is way too hot to be sitting on a couch right now. That's more mana. I would re-roll this, honestly. I don't like either of those. Can I get something that's not just mana? No, we have so much money. We're just gonna re-roll this until we have something we really like. Can I get just an ability? Let's take the good deal. Why not? We'll give it a shot. Artie, do you want to come snuggle me? Yeah, I see you. You can come snuggle me. Yeah, look at that. You can be a good girl. Or you can just yell at me. Dude. Hey, we're just playing a game. Oh, you want to rub on me? Oh, that's my good girl. Yeah. Yeah, I know. You're having a nice time with me. We're having such a nice time. Look at us having a nice time together. Can I play this one-handed for a little bit? Probably not, but I'm going to try. Ooh, okay. It's not going poorly yet. It's not going well. We just have to remember to stun them right before they land an attack, and I think we can maybe get this done. Artie, look, I'm such a gamer. You're not even paying attention. Oh, okay, well, I'm not going to ever do that again. Not because I don't want to. I just don't think I can ever achieve that mild level of success. I think another thing I really appreciate about this game is your attacks go through the walls. It's very Hollow Knight-y or Smash Bros. Fills up the Frenzy Bar, increases its power. Ooh. Oh, right, we have the Frenzy Bar. I always forget that's an ability. I think you hold... Oh, God. See, that's another mechanic that I completely forgot the existence of, which is... Yes, Frenzy Bar is... like an increased attack, whether it's your utility items or your scythe. You get to pick that. Oh, that looks like Gum Gum Gear 3. Spells deal 25 bonus damage. The cloak deals bonus damage. That's nearly the same thing as spells. Gain transfer. Transfer deals bonus damage after a dash. You know what? Let's try that. Okay, let's at least refresh this one because that one's so boring. Gain life insurance. Deals bonus damage if the enemy has full HP. Sorry, that was way more of a moan than I meant for it to sound like. Ugh. Yeah, we'll do transfer. That one seems interesting. I think I dash a lot. Maybe I don't. I wish there was like a little effect that it showed that was engaged for the time. Equipment store, intriguing floor. Let's go to the intriguing floor. I still barely ever remember what any of them are, and if you think you will, you're better than I am. Beginner speed assessment gets to the elevator in under 30 seconds. Ooh, that's kind of fun. I already fucked it up, but it sounds fun. Oh, it wants us to go up. Okay. How doable is this? This is like those target challenges. Oh, wow, that was really easy. Okay, wow. Far more forgiving than I expected. Ooh. Thanager's office. Is this a porn room? I think we're about to turn this into an 18+ video. Okay, that's just the already naked man. I think this is the first time today, too, that we haven't had a single cloak item. I'm remembering the terms. Careful once you open the Thanager's Sorrows. Yeah, I want to try it. Ooh, this might be a new boss fight? Have I fought her? Maybe I have. Oh, I definitely fought this one. Still very cool, though. Okay, that attack is not doing as much as I wanted. It's a quite easy fight, though, thankfully. I'm feeling very little issue. I do love the particle effect. Also, the art in this game is incredible. I haven't acknowledged that. I very much love both the animation and the aesthetic of everything. It's got a lot more color than I thought it would. I thought it was going to be, like, super duper gray. But it's got some nice, like, color versatility still. That's a term. That's probably something one of my art teachers used before. Okay, so we have Gear 2 again. Cloak gains, minus 50% cooldown. The cloak deals bonus damage. Spells deal bonus damage. I don't want any of these because I don't have anything cloak related. I think the omniscient cloak is the most umbrella upgrade. As in, it'll cover nearly anything we use. Or that we pick later on. Because we just right now don't have any abilities. Or any cloaks. The overall platforming in this, though, is quite nice. I will say that. Hazardous Floor, Vitamana Department. I don't really need any Vitum or mana, I don't think. I know this game is nothing like Despicable Me, but it always reminds me of the one, like, evil bank or whatever. It's very much the same aesthetic where they're like, oh, evil is just a big corporation, but it's actually the other way around. But less John Goodman looking characters. I don't even, is it John Goodman? No, it's someone else who plays that really big man in Despicable Me. I'm going on a tangent right now. We're trying to focus on playing a fun game and not getting too off topic. Unless it's about One Piece and how I finished Marineford and have still not fully recovered from everything that changed. Oh boy. I do want, I'm very much tempted to do One Piece arc wrap up now that I've like read a few of them recently and can just like give a general impression. I don't know. I feel like I've been reading it and having it on my mental bandwidth so much lately. Kind of feels like I have something solid to edit together and share. Whether people want to hear it or not, I have no idea. Ooh, we might have a bird attack. I'm just going to take that because we need something for our cloak to benefit from. Oh, man, we're so close to having both of those things. We should just take the bird attack so we can utilize any, like, something in front of us. Fills up missing HP with injuries. Oh, so injuries is the grayed out area. That's annoying, but it works. Let's just keep taking the Prismium to see what it does for it. Oh, no, that's not the right thing. The glitch chest I always mix up with the, like, third coin thing that we get. We'll do a quick heal, just so we're ready. See, I don't mind, like, this quick part of the cutscene. It's the dialogue that feels like a definite waste of time. Ooh, really cool bird attack. Alright. As long as he's not doing his laser thing, I'm not minding him. And there it is. Yep, okay. Put him in the tornado. That did not do very much damage. Why not? I feel like my birds do even more. I wish that the birds... And also, first off, hold on. Hell yeah, we did it finally. I feel like the bird attack, I would have assumed it to be a homing thing, but it's much more of just an AoE around your body kind of an attack, which is nice still. We get more health. Retaliate regenerates. No. The scythe deals bonus damage. Gain bonus max HP. Let's just do upgraded scythe. That's going to be a big help. Minions deal +4 damage. Heartbreakers are more dangerous. Ooh. Let's just see what more dangerous Heartbreakers look like. I always like those upgrades more versus just more raw damage. I don't know. I'd rather have more mechanics than any roguelike that just makes it harder by making them hit harder. That to me isn't a greater challenge. That's just more dodging and not more thinking, if that makes sense. You're not outmaneuvering differently. Do they look like leeches to you? Heal my injuries. I don't have any injuries somehow. Who are you? You're adorable. Jerry, Herm. Okay, yeah. Oh god, it's gonna be a long one. You see, like, I know there's key points, but they forget my attention deficit disorder. Opening it using 3 golden anima. Okay, we don't have golden anima. Oh, that's another one of those quadrants of the coin that we need to collect. I'm slowly learning this with everybody, and I've been playing this game for like 10, 20 hours. Industrial pollution, toxic food processing. Let's go look at the french fries because they cry really loud, and it's absurdly funny. Or it's absurd and therefore funny. And it's a nice different color palette change, which I like. Hey, Jerry, what are you going to say? Hey, boss, I just want to let you know I didn't get around to inspecting the offices. My left shoe fell into a vat of melted cheddar. Okay, so we're going to find some shoes, or a shoe. Oh, I've never seen that, dude. Those are new enemies to me, I think. I'm also very much feeling the upgraded scythe. I like how, oh god, every single enemy has such a unique animation. I love it so much. Even like on death, they all go out in a different way. That is something that I think really sets this game higher on my list. The fact that it has every single unique character displaying a specific way that they have died, versus in many games they explode, which is fine. That's never a bad thing. It's never anything that I've criticized. But when a game does add in those extra little things, I just feel like they're having a little bit more fun with you. Ooh, challenge area. Some spicy nacho cheese. That's gonna hurt. Oh no. Wait, was there nothing there? Or maybe that was the only way I could go? I thought there would be an item there. Why am I slowed? Oh, is it those guys? I think it's those brain freezers that are causing that little slow effect. Ooh, spell store, intriguing floor. I think spells count as cloak, but again, I can't remember. Let's take a look at what my upgrades are, and maybe it'll re-explain it to me. The cloak deals bonus damage. I know the cloak has a term here somewhere. Maybe it doesn't? Or did I just go past it? Nope, it's really not showing it. It'd be really nice to know what that exact term is. Oh well. Let's just pick a spell store, or a spell at the store. At the very least, we get a little bit of respite, too. Never mind, we're going to be fighting people still. We get to look at really cool spicy fire. I do have to say, I think of all games I've played, I don't know if this is my favorite art style of a roguelike. I do think it might be the most impressive, however. It's just, everything is so full of movement and its own unique expressiveness, if that's the best way to put it. I do appreciate that a lot. Okay, nice. Nice and clean. Temporarily gain lifesteal. Hell yes. What is this ability? Liberous skulls. Set off exploding skulls around yourself. Okay. Let's see how it feels. Oh, that's quite nice. It's a little bit underwhelming in the damage part, but it's also very satisfying. I think they pop off randomly, too. I'm not sure what's causing it. Wizalch Barrage? Riddle your target with lightning bolts from just above your head. No. I don't know, we can grab it for now, because we can put it in recycling. I don't know why it doesn't default that, but we can at the very least hold on to that and sell it for later. Thanager's office, Candace. Let's take on Candace. She's so condescending. This already feels like a much more successful run than the last two. Not even because we've made it further. The whole build just feels a bit more cohesive, too. Wait, another locker? But wait, I can't go in the locker. Why not? Oh, it's... Oh, right. Candy Candace. I don't remember her being that terrifying, but she certainly feels that way right now. Oh my god, she's... Am I the reason why she's glitching out? Or is she just constantly tweaking like that? That feels different, and I'm still handling it quite well, thankfully. It's like, she's... in a way, like the... What's it called? This, not the Soul Catcher. The one guy who, oh my god, the Soul Emperor or something from Hollow Knight? The guy who teleports and slams on the ground a ton. Similar to what she's doing. Gain bonus damage equivalent to the HP remaining. Infuse lightning. Ooh, I wouldn't mind lightning damage. Lightning hits a target with a devastating lightning bolt. Temporarily deal plus 25% damage upon consuming anima. No, let's take lightning damage. More damage is always welcome. Especially with the already buffed up damage we have. I think we will get along just fine. And the music is quite nice. It's not amazing, but it's nice to listen to. Silary, Prismium departments. I might take a curse reroll. Because we used one pretty early on. I don't even remember how we used it. Or like what item we used it with. But I know we did. And we have a good amount of money right now anyways. I'm not super worried about that part. Nice and clean. I'm still trying to figure out which character is giving us the brain freeze, and I think it might be the Bubble Boys. But I don't know if that's the truth. Seems like they're maybe not hitting me. But I don't know who else looks like they could be doing something of a frosty kind of a damage to affect me in that way. Ooh. Neutralizes curse that comes with penalty. Oh, hell yeah. That's even better. I thought we were only going to get one upgrade. That was a good room. Very good room. I don't know why, but the backbeat of this song, in my mind, sounds like Blurred Lines, that disgusting song by... I don't even remember his name. But I know that's the name of the song, and it is all I'm hearing while we are in the food department of Have a Nice Death. And I can guarantee you that's not the vibe they were going for with this game. I know that's one of the songs that I haven't heard in 10 years, but I'll randomly wake up some mornings, just hear it in my head for no reason, and wonder how that got back on my radar. Our brains are so funky. Like, I definitely have heard Shake It Off by Taylor Swift in my head one morning, even though I have not heard that song in 5 years. I wasn't looking to hear it again. Is that an upgraded one? Firebow. No, I'm going to pass on that. So that sucks that we can't actually collapse it, or we can't recycle it right then and there. I think a lot of roguelikes do that well. But I at the very least like how they make you decide which one you want to carry to the store to recycle later on. It's different. It's not bad. Okay, free upgrade. Gain 1 max HP every time you leave the elevator. That's not enough to... no, that's not worth it. Gain max mana. I don't really think our mana is in that dire need. Ceasefire 2 seconds. Gain 100% mana regen until the next spell sling. Gain a chance of dealing... Wait. Hold on. So wait, I'm doing constant backstab damage? That's so good. Why didn't I just grab that? Okay, I might have wasted that refresh, but we're going to be, I think, technically multiplying all of our damage by 1.5 now. Shop or control room. Oh, man, that's a tough choice. We don't have Prismium. That sucks. But, I don't know. I don't want to really sell anything just yet. And control rooms tend to be harder to find. Hello there, Artie. Are you screaming at me? Come here. Look at this big boy. Look at this big boy right here. What's his name? Jacob. Right. I don't want to talk to him, but I am happy to see him. He's just a big jar. Oh, the Libris skulls are already upgraded one. But we're going to upgrade the scythe. Possibly twice? Ooh, we can afford it twice. Hell yeah. Because we already have so much melee damage going. Come here. Oh, I know. It's like I'm torturing you, but I'm trying to pet you. It's crazy how you mix those two things up. Yeah, I know. You want to say hi? Great job. Yeah, do you just want to be held? Are we going to do it this way? Okay. This is what I get. You're going to leave in like 2 seconds, aren't you? Oh, ow. God, that went right in my eye. Thank you, Artie. Thank you. I'm not live, but I'm still looking like a fool. Hello there, terrifying baby boy. Baby man. Yeah. Oh, God. Yeah. Definitely nightmare material. Oh, God. Okay, extra nightmare. Is this Metroid Dread? I wish my ultimate or my frenzy attack did more. I don't know. I feel like I was expecting a harder hit from that. We're at least mashing really well. Oh, did that really hit me? Shit. So he, like, drags you with that attack. Okay, and I also think the backstab only hits when we... Or I think the backstab is just an up... Ooh! What? He had, like, a little soda back shot going off. That was a good try. That was a really good try. Artie's grieving, too. I don't know why. She doesn't play games. Are you good, Artie? Are you good? Or are you just angry? She's ignoring me now. I mean, despite that not going super well, that was fun. That was a very fun run. Just raw scythe damage. Ugh. I like to think that all of these floating icons in the background are items that we are still yet to unlock. And I'm trying to remember where we do that. Is it actually just right in front here? Or is it at the tree? Okay, so this gives us other things. There's a good amount of stuff that you can get from it. I like, too, how this isn't increasing. So this is... I've realized that I really like roguelikes more than I enjoy roguelites, which is probably my greatest... I don't want to say criticism, but... probably the one reason why I don't go heavily into playing Hades as much, because you kind of just feel like a god. I know. You kind of just feel like a god after you get a good amount of like runs in by collecting a currency. I would rather have that first run give me a chance at excelling very, very far, and it doesn't really accommodate that well, in my opinion. Okay, unlock more difficult but lucrative contracts. Oh, hell yeah. Increase the maximum number of executable contracts. We should really get some of these Jocelyn things going, because I haven't done them yet. Death Burger. With a killer flavor, gain 50 HP and 5 defense until I kill a Thanager. Okay. So are these items that I've unlocked, or are these just traits? Maybe these are rooms? Or cloaks? Either way, I should have been buying these a long time ago, because they're all super cheap. GMO chicken, genetically modified food for kinesthetically modified souls. Healing over time for 5 minutes. Okay, I think these are items that get dropped, if anything. That's gotta be it. A little clarification to fill up Pit Book's pages. That's a lot of terms that I don't know. Spell, the spell is a very time-consuming... Okay, so this is a spell. Wait, Tempest Abjuratum? Gesundheit? The spell is very time-consuming for your enemies, of course. Does it slow them down? Parasol. Explosion. Sure. We've got a lot of things that we can afford to upgrade right now. Increase the number of scythes you can choose from at the start of a run. You see, that's nice. It doesn't affect much. Pump's Lunchbox. Made with love by your intern for 5 minutes. Gain a 5% chance of getting a Prismium by killing an enemy. Oh, hell yeah. Starry Halo. There's so many upgrades I have not touched. Thank you, Battle, for getting me into this. Is this a different scythe? A sharp, hard-hitting whirlwind that blasts your competition to the moon? Definitely not. Okay, that's still a spell. Mortison. Let's just call it medicine. We get it. We get it. You are a very, very tongue-in-cheek game. Ooh, I kind of want to drop an anvil on them. Mostly because, you know, Toontown. I think another reason why I'm pretty happy that we're choosing to do, and when I say we, I mean I am choosing to record a play along instead of, you know, be live, is I'm feeling a little sicky, and it's way easier being sicky when I can pause in between and blow my nose 9 times and then get right back into it, and you would be none the wiser. But I overshare, so you are some the wiser. We got a lot of different choices now. Joe's new stuff. Joe's got new stuff. Good for you, Joe. Now take 30 damage. Defeat the first sorrow without getting hit. Oh, God. I can't do that. I'll re-roll that one. Oh, we re-roll everything. Gain Cellularity now. Take 30 damage. Or Prismium. Complete 2 worlds. Wait, complete 2 worlds without taking... Or complete world 2 without taking damage? Oh, God, that's not going to happen. Let's just take a lot of money. Oh, and we get to pick multiple now? Do I want to take damage again? Is that a big, bad idea? Kill 100 enemies in under 15 minutes. That one could be fun. Just lower the health. That's not going to kill me, right? Let's just give it a shot and see how it goes. And then let's do a little bit of health here. Oh, God, this is going to get... Oh, God. Now, you see, that's cool. Once you stack them together, I really like that. Oh, my God. My cat is running around like a maniac. So we get to pick another weapon. I think I want to... Oh, the parasol is a weapon. Hide behind this tempered steel parasol. I'm going to go with the Dis Scythe. I'm never going to say that right. I like the reach. It's still pretty damn fast, too. So we have to hit 100 enemies in 15 minutes. Is there a way to count that? I would really like to know if we can keep track. Okay, we can see it right there. 4 out of 100. Great start. Great start. I would really appreciate if they moved out of the way of the window, however. Not as ideal. We're going to be able to buy so much good stuff early on. I think it's going to pay off. If there's a way to show a timer, too, that would be really nifty. Can we do that? Miscellaneous. Show damage. Show the stopwatch. There we go. Good time so far. We're at, what, 12, and we are less than a minute in. I think we'll be fine. We just can't waste our time choosing stuff, maybe. The scythe deals bonus damage. Yes. That's going to be nice early bufferino for us, and that'll keep us on track. And it even pauses. Okay, thank you. Solulary Prismium department. Yes. Maybe we'll actually get Prismium this time, and we can see what that does for us. Do you have something to say already? All right, no, you're just yelling. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, you can yell. My package. I know I said I was getting excited about picking up a package. I thought it was one of my future bike parts, but it is not, unfortunately. That is okay, though. We can look forward to other joys, like getting all 100 of these homies down. I think if I can make it to the 3rd boss this run, I'll be satisfied, because we're going to get a lot more upgrades from all of our curses and everything. So I'm going to give us a fair chance that this is our best run yet. Who are we fighting? Are you exciting? Oh, no, you're just a bunch of homies. You're going to make getting the upgrade easier. I wonder if there's some contracts that if you fail, you just die. Not because of the damage it gives you, but it just maybe decides that if you can't meet the contract, you just have to fail. That'd be pretty fun. And we can do the curse roll. Curse reroll. Yeah, let's do that. I don't know if you can tell, but I have had to edit out many moments because my cat keeps on screaming at me and I keep putting her back on my lap to sit with me. And then she wants me to go down to the floor and pet her on the carpet, and then I go pet her on the carpet, and then I put her on my lap again. And then she hops down and we repeat this cycle. This is the next many, many years of my life, and I've come to love it. And she's leaving already and getting ready to scream. Here we go. Do your thing, Artie. Just trying to play a game with my pals. Although I have to talk in future tense or less present tense because no one's here with me. This is just me doing my thing. Ooh, you slippery, slippery snail. That could have been bad. Got more health. That's great. What is our goal at? Okay, we're at 49 kills in under 15 minutes, and we are at 2.5 minutes. Do those hands count? Yes, they do. Oh my god, that's even more hopeful then. We're gonna easily get it, but that just lets me know how often I'll be doing that in other runs, because that's a very, very good bet. Can I hit those there? I sure can. And they come back to me. Beautiful. I love any currency that you don't have to grab. I think the only game where I don't mind having to get it is the way that Isaac integrated it into their game, because it's all about getting the right power-ups to activate it. Because that's, to me, different than inconveniencing yourself just to go walk to it versus earning it with having the right build, for example, or making the right sacrifices. Like, some games just want you to go back and earn it for the sake of making you play the game longer, almost. Ooh. That's a hit I probably should have avoided. We're going to make so much money from this. That we're going to be able to spend so much money. Nothing there. Yeah, let's take this. We're going to make it work. We just have to have a better sense of not getting hit. My spell is doing a very good amount of damage too, and I barely even know how to use it. With this build, at least. Ooh, love it. I think that attack used to have more range, but maybe it just didn't broadcast after it had already hit the enemy. Oh well. Good job. Good job. The scythe deals bonus 10% damage. Yeah, we're just gonna go full scythe for right now. And then we are at 61. Oh, we're going to be so tanky after we get that earned. And we're going to definitely get it. We're feeling good. I might as well pop a heal because we are full on animas anyways. We're going to probably kill Brad pretty easily, I imagine, with our newly improved damage again. Focus. Temporarily gain mana regen? No. That's boring. Pure heal for 15 HP. No. The heal doesn't ever feel that good in this game. Or the purchasing of heal. The Sinister's gear, aerial attacks deal more damage. So Sinister gear is Scythe, which is silly to me because these are already scythes. Ugh. Oh, that's both scythes and cloaks. Just say damage. Just damage, just aerial damage is increased. That's more than enough for me. Gain inflation. Inflation deals bonus damage. Deals bonus damage to the enemies. Wait. Inflation is just gain inflation. Inflation deals plus 5 damage. Inflation deals bonus damage to attacking enemies. So enemies that are in the middle of attacking? No. I'd rather just have bonus from that. Nursurians? Gain lifesteal. Heartbreakers are more dangerous. Let's give the Nursurians lifesteal. We've got so much damage. I think we're going to be clobbering through most of those homies anyways. Oh, did I just buy the health by mistake? Shoot. Okay, that's fine. That's totally fine. We didn't need it. We didn't need that extra money. We weren't trying to earn things. No Prismium. That's fine. And now it's Brad time. Good old Brad. Brad's the easier version of the two. For sure. I wouldn't mind being able to skip these cutscenes. And when I say I wouldn't mind, I would really like that. It's not bad. It's just not that different. It doesn't feel like a very special experience ever. He definitely is hitting harder than I remember, and I think that has to be from the coin upgrade we have. Oh my gosh. He hits so hard. That has to be the upgraded thing that we've been clobbering ourselves with, and that's very okay. We're learning. We are learning. Hey, thanks for checking that out. I still feel really unfamiliar with this whole territory, and I don't know how to have my long goodbyes without, you know, hearing goodbyes in return. Not that I need to hear that. I really just appreciate you checking this out and also having a little bit of faith in my video to watch it to the very end. I don't know if it was compelling. I don't know what you did or didn't like. I would always love to hear those things, though, however, so if you are here at this point still, feel free to let me know what you want to see more or less of, and I am wide open to work around that, because this feels like a really nice way to provide something for my audience while still being able to adapt to the days that I can't do a full stream with everyone. So thank you so much for checking this out, and if you haven't already considered it, give Have a Nice Death a shot. It's a really fun game. It's got a lot of moving parts to it, and more than anything, it's just good to look at, and it feels fun to explore in every single area that you're going through. It may not have the same amount of longevity of replayability as something like Isaac or Gungeon or some of my other favorites, but I think this is one that you can throw in a run or two if you've only got an hour or so on hand. Feel satisfied, feel engaged, and maybe that window where you might have 2 runs could only be 1 really good long run, and that's going to make it worth it, in my opinion. So yeah, give it a shot and let me know what you think about the game as well in exchange. I think that's all I got for today, so have a nice day, have a nice life, be good to yourself.